Hello and welcome to this edition of the Losers Cast, featuring Zabuza, Zeta5, and X-Legacy 012.
That's right. We've got a guest here, Zeta5, who isn't really part of the Losers Cast, but we decided to include him, and X-Legacy, a former member of the Losers Club. Yeah.
The Losers Cub, it's a little lion, baby.
No, it's a Leo.
Okay.
All right.
Legacy, you need to be, you honestly need to be the next news anchor, because that intro...
The next news anchor. There's only one other news anchor.
Yeah, because there aren't like thousands of those.
Oh no, I mean the news anchor, because he's the best.
Okay.
All right. Okay,
Bye,
so what should we talk about first?
Well,
Something that's not standard. Maybe.
Okay, how about the fact that Wheezing gets toxic spikes now?
wait,
That's
really?
good.
Really?
It actually makes sense now.
Oh, before I forget, people who are listening, be sure to check the link dump when this goes on YouTube. That's where all the links that we'll be posting in the Twitch chat will be.
Well, good.
Yeah, because people were complaining about that before, so I went ahead and made a link dump, and people were still complaining about it, so now I'm pointing it out.
I told you about that last time. I said put the links that you put in the Twitch chat in the description of the video, but no.
I don't think you were part of the last podcast.
I was there. In the chat.
Alright, if you say so. Okay, so, Wheezing getting toxic spikes. How does that even work?
Well, you see, he gets like two, let's say he wants to go to the garbage can or wherever he eats or whatever. He goes there, he bunches up some garbage, gargles it, and then spits it out, and then toxic spikes. There you go.
Isn't
That's
that,
how babies
isn't
are
that
made.
spit up?
Okay, fine. Here's what happened. The other mouth, the second mouth, spits it out. There you go.
The second now. Well, I don't know. I think it makes sense though, because it is a poison type. I mean,
Well, you're just reading what Rich said.
oh, am I? I didn't realize.
Yeah, he just said it's poisonous. Makes sense to me.
Oh, I literally did not have the Twitch chat open. I'm sorry.
Well.
I just don't see... it's like, some of these Pokemon that get spikes and toxic spikes, I don't see how they do it. Because it's like nothing... I mean, like, do the toxic spikes, like, exit it through the pores in its body? I mean, I guess that might make sense.
No,
What are toxic spikes really?
What?
What are they though? Like,
Well, they're spikes, except poisonous.
It's like
No.
just imagine, like, you know how snakes inject their victims with venom. It's like that, but just imagine their teeth just lying on the ground, and you touch them, and they inject poison into you.
Well, sticking up from the ground, because they're just lying on the ground, you can... Yeah.
Delibird gets spikes.
Speaking of
Well, yeah,
Wheezing,
Delibird gets spikes. That's because it's like... Well, I don't know about D-Bond, but... it kind of makes sense to get spikes, because you can just pull it out of its bag.
so you know how in entries that Wheezing has in his Pokedex, it's like sometimes you can find triplet Wheezings. Why haven't they made that his shiny form yet?
I don't know.
Like, just imagine that Wheezing with 3 faces
Where
Wow,
would
that's yeah.
Where would the third face be?
on the small one, just really small. It's a really small face.
What is a wheezing?
Huh.
I don't understand what it is.
It's just it's like a ball of toxic gas.
But how does that turn into a thing? How does that come to life? I don't understand.
Because Pokemon.
It's true. So if we're going by the Pokemon logic here, then anything's possible, which means that, yeah, toxic spikes.
Which means that people can jump from cliffs onto balloons and not fall instantly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Referring to the anime.
Also, bubbles explode and send people flying.
Yep.
And somehow Team Rocket doesn't die every time they get launched into the atmosphere.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
land on their necks.
Actually, that was the one episode I remember when like the entire cast was in a rocket, and then while they're in like the ozone layer, Rayquaza flies out of nowhere and tries to kill them.
What
Just
the
like 10
I wish I
seconds of
saw that
Rayquaza just
episode.
coming in.
Wait,
I wish
seriously?
I saw that.
Yeah, they're in a rocket going up into the ozone layer, and suddenly, like out of nowhere, Rayquaza just comes hyper beams the rocket, and everyone falls and doesn't die.
I'm just wondering how space travel is even possible with Rayquaza up there, just killing anyone that trespasses.
Well, if you think about it, the entire movie Destiny Dialga makes absolutely no sense because Rayquaza literally sends the entire he makes the entire city evacuate and blows up and strands a bunch of researchers because a meteor passed through the ozone layer for about 3 seconds. I'm serious.
Oh,
Like the start of the
please.
movie, meteor falls through. Rayquaza, I must kill this thing
Invaded my territory.
Such a nice guy. Such a nice Pokemon.
for 2 seconds, and I must kill it.
Oh yeah, that was how the Deoxys came to the Earth, isn't it? Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Third gen was
So-
probably my favorite gen. Just
It
throwing
was.
that out.
Yeah,
The
third
one
gen
that-
is third gen like redefined Pokemon.
It's the one. It's the gen that I started out with. Yeah, I know I'm late, but I mean,
Well, considering we're at 6th gen, I'd say you're right about on time.
yeah. It's hard to believe
Gen-
it's actually now 6th gen. That's just.
Wait until 7th gen.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
god.
I remember the morning that I went to my computer. And no, it wasn't even my computer. That was school. And I go over, look at my computer, and then on Smoke's main page, Pokemon X and Y, and my mouth just drops, going like.
It was
Seriously?
like it was recent too. It was like I don't know, a year after Black and White 2, or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This gen was pretty short.
Yeah.
Well, I think it just seemed short because the the games were released close together.
Yeah.
So I think it's been about like 3 years, maybe, or was it only 2?
Let's check.
I think it was since 2011.
Pokemon Black and White.
Okay.
Let's see.
So when was that released?
Released North America or Japan.
Japan, because they always get everything first because they're spoiled.
All right. September 2010.
Okay.
Okay, so it was 3 years after the initial release of Black and White. Okay.
Black and White 2, June 23rd, 2012.
Yeah, it's so Black and White lasted 2 years, Black and White 2 lasted 1 year, and then X and Y came.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
then Z.
Wait till next
my
year.
game.
Exactly.
Honestly, I'm waiting for it.
Zygarde isn't that good.
It's gonna get a second
Take that
form
back.
just like Huron.
I know.
Guaranteed.
I just think it's kind of like
I don't understand. Like,
it's kind of like Flygon.
yeah. The thing is, I agree with Legacy because, like, Xerneas and Yveltal 680 base total, and Zygarde 600. There has to be a new form, and it's gonna kick everyone's
Yeah.
ass. I know that much.
They need to stop with the forms, man. They need to
Yeah,
stop.
I know.
Well, it's the whole basis of Mega Evolution, a new form.
Yeah,
Mega
that's what
Zygarde.
I'm expecting the next form to be a Mega for Zygarde.
What makes no sense is why didn't they tell us this like now? I don't understand.
And why aren't there Megas for the 6th generation Pokemon?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Are they saving that for a 3rd gen remake or something?
That makes no sense at this point.
I know, but it's like if there's gonna be another remake, 3rd gen is next on the list.
Yeah, it's true.
They should have made it already, man.
I know. People were expecting it for 5th gen, but it didn't happen. Like, I remember I was watching a stream, I forget whose stream it was, when it was like a stream of the Japanese TV when they announced Black and White 2, and everyone was like, Ruby Sapphire or Gray, Ruby Sapphire or Gray, Black and White 2. Everyone, like...
They just added a 2 to the original games. Here you go. Pay more money.
and then everyone kind of just like, not
Oh.
Gray, not Ruby Sapphire. Yeah.
Everyone was just kind of like, oh, right?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's like, oh. Like one of those twists that no one
Yeah.
ever sees coming.
It's like one of those twists that you weren't expecting. You're not sure how you feel about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could be happy, but it's just not something you were expecting to be happy about.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense whatsoever.
Precisely.
So, what do you guys think of a 3rd gen remake?
I, for one, would be very happy because, you know, like, in all honesty, when it comes to 3rd gen remakes, I think they're just gonna. I hope they do it at least. But I think they're gonna remake just Emerald, not Ruby Sapphire.
I hope they do it justice.
Yeah.
The thing is, the reason why I think that is because compared, like, okay, so you compare all the remakes, and you can, well, all the third, not remakes, the third game in the line, and most of them besides Yellow, I guess, have had their stories like minimally changed, like Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. All they really added was the social world and then maybe a change in the gym leaders.
Mhm.
But then in like Ruby Sapphire compared to Emerald had like 5 new areas, and then you go and there was a lot of stuff that was way different.
And a new champion.
Yeah, and there's also I
Yeah.
want to see that epic cutscene when Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza when they come. I want to see that epic cutscene in 3D. I want to see that.
That'd be cool. Instead of just
Like-
a flat 2D picture. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like Groudon and Kyogre fighting, and then then there are clouds, and then in the sky a little like beam
Hey,
shoots
you know,
down
back
like
then,
Jesus
you know,
going
back
to life.
then that was actually popular. All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was super cool back then, but now.
All right.
And then there was that stupid rumor that you could find Jirachi by waiting for the rocket to go 100 launches or whatever it was.
Hi, Santi. Yeah, that rumor really messed with my head, because like, wait, you can get Jirachi by going to outer space. Wait, what? It was kind of like that rumor back in, like, Zeta, you probably
Red
don't
and
know.
Blue?
Yeah, Red and Blue, where, like, Bruno gives you a pad or something and then kicks you into space to get Mew.
What?
What?
Okay, I don't know. Let That's way more ridiculous.
It was one of those rumors that went around at my school when I was a kid, that Bruno gave you some kind of pad or whatever, and then just kicked you into space so you could get Mew.
That is the
I have the
ridiculous
perfect
thing.
I have the perfect like scene from a video that I could use right now, but unfortunately it's not in like a 4-second video format, so maybe I'll search for it.
Well, if you do, just like move the keyboard away from your mic.
Right. Good idea.
But yeah, just weird stuff like that.
Well,
Heart
I think
Gold
you can
and
get Mew.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver had Megastones. No, it didn't.
Wait,
No. Stop trolling, Geno.
Oh, good old Rodent Poison. I remember him.
Yep. Alright, so, if they're gonna make the remake for Gen 3, they definitely need to include elements from Emerald, but I guess that, Mew under the truck... Wait, what?
Mew is through a glitch. So you hear that, like...
Yeah, but
No,
hold on. Mew under the truck, what does that mean?
That was a rumor from. I don't know if it's in a Ruby, Red and Blue, but I'm pretty sure it is though. Basically, in the Kanto region, I forget. I think you have to get like a certain. I forget what you do, but basically you use Surf in Vermilion City, and you actually find a little like you can get to the other side of like a thing, and there'll be a truck there, and it was speculated that Mew was under the truck.
Okay. No, Mew's not under the truck. I've actually
I thought
done
it was
that
through
before.
that bridge in Cerulean City.
I've done that thing before, where you can go. It's what you have to do is you have to you have to like leave a trainer that that you didn't beat yet. You have to beat your rival, and then you have to go fight that trainer and make sure you lose. So then you still
Make sure
have
you
cut.
lose.
Yeah, 'cause that way you still have cut. But now you're off the boat without it having officially left.
Yes.
So then you can come back later with Surf and surf in that area. And
You know what always
there's
bugged me?
supposed to be a truck somewhere around in there.
About
Yeah,
the Red
it's
and Blue
there.
games. Since
Oh
we're
yeah,
still talking
physics. Wow, that's a weird way to say physics.
physics.
But yeah, that's how. That's exactly how I did it.
You know what I always thought about Red and Blue? Or, Red and Blue? I thought you could always go, like, with the SSN, like, you know when it leaves? When you leave the ship?
Oh yeah.
I always tried to, like, leave with the ship, but you can't. It really frustrated me, because I was like, when is the ship gonna leave? I battled everyone in here, I've done everything. The guy threw up in the bucket, leave.
And you just wanted to go with the ship.
And then
Yeah.
at the moment you left the ship, it started to leave.
Exactly, I don't understand that. That really frustrated me as a kid.
Well, you got your dream in Fire Red Leaf Green, didn't you?
I didn't play those games, so
What?
yeah.
Dun
I
dun
know.
dun.
Go download a ROM.
I have, I just haven't played it.
Do you own the game?
I do.
Sure.
know.
I can own it in about 5 minutes.
No, what I mean is like, do you own the game? Because ROMs are illegal unless you own the game, unless you're just doing it for a 2-week trial period. That's a good stipulation to go through.
Oh. Well, no.
Because you can download a ROM for a 2-week trial period, and it's not legal.
I gave my Game Boy Advance away a long time ago.
Oh, unfortunate.
You know,
I wish I
a
had.
Nintendo DS will play Game Boy games.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I
DS,
have a
not
DSi.
DS, not 3DS, and not DS Lite.
I have
Or
DSi.
actually, yes, DS Lite will, but DSi won't.
Okay, speaking of the DS, you know what bugged me?
What?
So when I first bought my 3DS, it came with a small. Well, actually no, I think it was 3DS game, but it came with a small little flyer. No, not a flyer. Well, it's the thing. It's a thing like that they usually tuck in with the menu, or not the menu. The
Yeah,
controls.
pamphlet.
Pamphlet. Yeah, sorry, pamphlet. So in the pamphlet it says, meet the DS family. And then it's like DS Lite, DSi, 3DS. And I'm like, what about the original DS? Doesn't count anymore? No? Not gonna count that? Just
Hold on,
DS Lite, DSi.
Bias
3DS?
against the DS.
Yeah,
Probably
there
'cause
was
it's so
originally
outdated.
there was an original DS.
Which I have.
It didn't have a backlit screen though.
I'm in fact holding it right now.
I have the DS Lite.
DSi. That's useless because I now need a 3DS to play X and Y.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I
Game Freak.
have. The one I don't have the DS Lite.
Well, they needed something to. They needed some kind of sale for their 3DSs. Come on, give them something.
Well,
yeah,
I'm happy
next they're
they're
gonna
at
make
lea-
us.
The one thing I like about Nintendo is the fact that they're always like re-releasing their old games that you for download. Like I just love that the fact that they're doing that. Like
Yeah, like they're porting them to their newer consoles as retro games.
yeah, it's nice.
Well,
Next-
I much prefer the I much prefer remakes sometimes. Like they have to do it right. Like what's a good one? Fire Emblem. The much better than the. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but it's a Fire Emblem 11 and 12 were remakes of 1 and 2, and they did a much better job on 12. 11, they could have done so much better, but it's still better than the original.
I have a question. Is Fire Emblem an RPG or what kind
Yes.
of game? I forget. Oh, okay.
It's a strategy-based RPG,
Okay.
and quite frankly, it's my favorite game series ever, even above Pokemon.
Really now?
Yeah.
Pokemon doesn't hold a candle to it.
I'm not really sure what my favorite series. Well, series in general or game series?
Game series, because series in general, you can go anime, manga, whatever. Just we're talking about games.
I used to love Zelda.
Oh man, that new Zelda game that's like a continuation off the other one. I'm so getting that.
I played the
speaking-
original.
Okay, this is just put in perspective how bad I am at Zelda games. So you've all played Ocarina of Time, right? No. Like one of the best Zelda games.
Ocarina of Time.
Crickets.
No, I didn't play
What?
Ocarina of Time.
Okay, well basically
Mine was
Spider-
what was it? Mine was Link Between Worlds.
Oh,
basically
the original Smash Brothers. That's a game that I would really like.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the first level of Ocarina of Time I could not get past, and this was like 3 years ago, and it is the easiest thing in the world.
I had something similar to that. Like I still to this day have not beaten it. I can't remember the name. It might have been like Sword of Mana or something. I don't know if that's actually what it was called, but it was something that had to do with mana. I'm pretty sure there was a sword in it, and it was like one of those games that you didn't really hear about. And it was out on the game. It was out for the Game Boy, and there was just a point that no matter what I did, I couldn't get through, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And of course, I didn't have the internet. I didn't have regular access to the internet at the time, so
Yeah.
I just didn't think to look it up.
You know what I really wish I had when I was growing up? The internet, especially YouTube. But YouTube didn't come out by that time when I had like Red and Blue and stuff.
I know how you feel.
Because then they have like walkthroughs and stuff. Like you can find everything. You don't miss anything.
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
No, this is not what happens when I drink rodent poison. If you want to know what happens when I drink, then maybe I'll stream on Monday.
New Year's.
Is Monday New Year's?
No, wait. That's Wednesday. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Plot twist.
Hold on. Yeah, that's Wednesday. No, a friend's coming over on Monday that I haven't seen in a long time, and we're gonna drink.
Hiccup.
You should stream on Wednesday.
Nah.
Tuesday. Well, actually Tuesday night, so that goes into Wednesday.
Nah.
Oh.
He's gonna be over on Monday, so we're definitely gonna be taking some Kraken.
I'm sure NBZ will be streaming and drinking and stuff.
For people who are messaging me on Skype, I can't switch screens right now because I have to keep the Skype screen on this group so you can see who's talking. So I
I
can't
forgot
check
that you
those
were doing
messages. I can't
I
check the
forgot that you were doing
messages. Well, yeah, if you look at the stream right now, you can see
Well,
when you can talk.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot that you're actually doing this, like having this entire layout. I thought it was just like natural, just there.
No, I didn't like how it was just randomly thrown together before, so I went ahead and made the layout and stuff. Well,
No, I
well,
like
Cody,
it.
if you have something to say, just say it in the stream. I can see you. I can see the messages there.
Maybe it's private. Or
Oh. All right, let's leave it up to the stream. What do you think, guys? Should we add Hydreigon Master 635 to the call or not?
hey, did
Or not.
I do that?
Wow.
What? Let's leave it up to the stream. Yes or no?
I remember this name.
Well, first off, what do you guys think? Yes or no? His Skype name is Cody, HM635.
Now everyone go spam his Skype, please.
Well, that's not like his username. That's just his Skype name. But what do you think? Okay, we got one that says yes, two say yes.
Just do it.
Okay,
Nike.
three. One from Legacy. Zeta, yes. One from Druros.
One guy says no.
Oh well, I guess we can't do it then.
Now we got 3 to 1.
I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes.
You're saying yes?
Yeah.
All right. So Cody, you're gonna come in, and hopefully this doesn't switch anything. So yeah, there we go. Oh, I was talking about yours. Well, it's on my channel. You can check it out there. I put it on every video, and it's on my main thing. All right, Cody. So just answer the call. You're in now.
Yay!
Welcome to the Losers Cast.
Yay!
Hello and welcome to the Losers Cast, home of the losers.
Oh, look at my
Cast.
adorable little Kirby.
Is that the only reason you wanted in?
No. And the game you were thinking of is called Secret of Mana.
Secret of Mana.
It's
Okay.
a RPG on Super Nintendo.
Did they port it to the Game Boy Advance? Because that's the one I
No,
played.
they never. I don't think they ever ported it to Game Boy Advance. They might have. I don't know.
I think it was a game where like you had multiple weapons and you could swing. Like one of them was like a sickle and you could swing it around.
Yeah, there's a lot of different weapons and stuff like that in it, but the main one is like the Mana Sword.
Okay, maybe that was.
It's the one that the main character has. It's more than likely the game that you were thinking.
Everybody's joining the call today.
Well, now we've actually got people in here. Hey, Joseph.
Hi. What's up?
This is gonna get chaotic really fast.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
it won't be.
So, guess what Slug gave me today?
What did Slug give you?
A Genesect.
Oh my God.
That broke
Yay.
me.
Oh boy, now you can be.
Let me guess. Shiny Genesect.
Check it out.
Okay. Here's the print screen for everyone. I'm gonna have to copy and paste this in the chat. There's the print screen.
31 IVs in attack, 31 IVs in speed. Yeah, that's
Pretty
Okay,
decent
so-
special attack as well.
So it's
Yeah,
a glass
20
cannon.
Yeah, but I mean,
It was a
glass
Genesect
cannon anyway.
somewhat is a glass cannon already.
All right. I can live with that.
Yeah, I can too. The only
Oh,
thing
you
I
s-
really cared about was the max speed.
Are you streaming this, Sebs?
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Oh, cool.
Well, Joseph, it's the Losers Cast. Of course, I'm streaming.
Well, no, I understand that. I didn't realize if you were recording it this time, like you had done last time, or what.
Oh yeah, I'm recording it.
Cool.
My computer's strong enough to handle Twitch and Camtasia.
Oh, trust me, nigga, I know.
You got a shaman? Clone that shit, bro.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, just clone it, man.
I got
Actually, I got a 6 IV shiny heat train off the GTS today.
Legit or no?
Wow.
I guess it was Pokegen. I don't fucking know.
Does
but
it have a pentagon on it?
that doesn't matter.
Really?
No, that does not matter.
What does it do?
Because I have no idea what it means, but it doesn't matter. I know that.
All right.
That doesn't determine if it's legit or not. But
But I have a question.
Where
Yes.
did babies come from?
No,
Okay.
Not
But you
today.
see, when a
not
man,
yesterday.
man and woman love each other very much.
No, wait. So, since Pokebank OU is out, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So now you can technically you can gen Pokemon, have them be legit, quote unquote, and then send them over to X and Y and have all the Pokemon you want, right?
Well, we can't.
In theory.
Yeah.
Yes, the theory is correct.
Oh, wait, why
another
can't
thing,
we?
another thing to do is to do that and then just breed the parents to make sure that the kid comes out legit.
Oh.
Because we still don't know what kind of whatever measures they're going to take.
Well,
so...
I used my Heatran and my Landorus in a Wi-Fi battle already, and
yeah, but your
nothing
Landorus
happened.
sucks.
Hey, fuck you. It was half decent, and it was with that Landorus that let
I've
me
seen
get that
the
Heatran.
IVs.
No, okay. Well, the Landorus is gone, okay, because now I have that Heatran.
All right.
Well,
That
I gotta-
Heatran, here's the thing. His 6 IVs, yes, but has a terrible nature. So I don't know what the hell somebody was going for when they put a lonely nature on it.
I got a 5
What,
IV
Lonely,
Absol and a
hold on,
Pine
lonely.
Kills.
That's minus attack plus defense, right?
No, other way around. Minus defense plus attack. So it's a garbage nature. It's terrible.
Maybe they were going for mixed.
Yeah, that's the only way that you really could go with a lonely nature, but still, even then.
Yeah.
Heatran does not need to run mixed.
The only good nature... Oh, wait, lonely is... Yeah, okay, so that would be mixed.
Only Pokemon I've ever seen run Lonely reliably is Absol, and even then...
Well, it's
What is
already
your
a glass
lonely
cannon.
then?
Why would you
And
take away
even
its defense
even
more?
then, you want to run naughty because
Right.
the most priority is physical. So
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
always
Actually,
fine.
Well, everybody seems to be running it, 2 or 3 attacks plus Fire Blast, which it's just predictable now, so I don't see why everybody
Well,
still
my
does it. But
like my Mega Absol. By the way, I was like one of the first people to make that fucking Mega Absol set. Ask Kazalvaza, he knows. I made that thing just to counter Klefki.
Hey, that's-
It was it was like the 3rd Pokemon I made.
hey,
Did
that's
you make it?
that's how I feel about Charge Beam Clefable, but nobody believes me. so.
Vengeance 417, like, almost no one uses Vacuum Wave. Almost no one. Even on especially Lucario, people rarely run it.
I know Vacuum Wave is like special priority. I know that, but don't quote me on this, but I believe it's the only special type priority.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that... I was about to say that, too. I'm
Everything
pretty
else
sure
is physical.
Isn't,
yeah.
Wait, what about Water Shuriken? Isn't that special?
Physical.
Yep,
It's
physical.
Oh, what? Oh.
15 base
Which,
power.
well, that's why nobody uses it.
If it was just like at least 20 or 25 base power, it would be so much more useful.
Oh,
If
yeah.
it was 15, I'd still use it because the special attack is much more. I mean, if we're talking Greninja, but it's why would you use a physically offensive Greninja? Not that you couldn't.
It's
There's
still
just.
offensive.
Just in case you don't
I mean-
want.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just it's in every way better if you use special.
Yeah, but think about it if you just don't want to run standard, if you're just not having fun anymore.
Oh no, I understand that. That's
Oh, yeah.
fine, but. Like, as far as Water Shuriken is concerned, if they had made it special, it would have been a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of one of those things.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I actually didn't know Sacred Fire was physical for a long time.
it makes a lot more sense for it to be
Sacred
special.
Fire is physical?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I never knew
It's
that.
been physical since 4th gen.
I never knew that.
That doesn't make sense at all.
Well. Welcome to the
Cowards do
call,
that.
Rich.
Well, it is Ho-Oh's signature move, and Ho-Oh is a physical attacker, so
I always
didn't
thought that
know
was
for a while as
weird.
well.
I thought that was weird. I thought it. Why would you give it a special attack if it's a physical attacker? And it's. I just didn't question up until now, and now it's like it's physical. It makes sense.
Mhm.
And now Entei gets it too. Awesome.
You learn something new every day. What I learned today is that you can actually breed Phione with Ditto and get other Phiones.
Yeah.
Really?
you
Okay,
can.
It's only with I thought it was only Manaphy that
Yeah.
you could breed Ditto to get Phione.
Well, Fion isn't considered a legendary, so it can breed as well.
The guys, it's pronounced Fione. You gotta remember that.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
That's beyond it.
I say it Phione. People say it Fione.
If you want to
Whatever.
say it
It does
Fione,
not.
that's fine. You know what?
Arceus,
Because
Arceus, same
Kashif gave me one today. It's adorable. Fione is adorable.
Which Kashif? Apparently, I know two.
Suffer for Jessica.
Okay.
I pronounce it Pidgeot, and everybody gives me flack for
Pidgeot?
that. So.
What
Yeah,
the
I
fuck?
don't know,
Actually,
I
that
just-
reminds
I've since I was a child, I've always pronounced it that way. Maybe because I had never heard it spoken, and I had only seen it in the game, and I just decided, you know what? I'm 5 years old. This is how I'm going to pronounce it. So I've always
Watch the
pronounced it
anime,
that
guy.
way.
Okay, guys.
Okay, well, yeah, but I did, and then I'd already been saying it. For
Everyone
5
says
years.
Arceus, right?
Yeah.
Arceus.
I say Arceus.
Arceus.
Like
Everyone-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a huge
I-
like
I
fan
got-
war about that.
I was like, it's the official pronunciation is Arceus. But
Okay, well, how do
no
you
one
say
uses
Heatran? Because I've heard Heatran and Heatran.
Heatran? No.
Heatran.
No people I know
Like
use.
Giratina and Giratina.
Don't pronounce Heatran stupidly. It's Heatran.
All right.
Oh, okay.
We're
there's-
getting a little off topic. There's something I definitely wanted to talk about.
This is totally.
What the
Yeah.
hell was the topic?
What the fuck, Pokebank?
Well, we started with Toxic Spike's wheezing.
Yeah.
As where
Yeah,
we
then we
are.
started.
I don't see a
And
problem
then
with
Toxic
Pokebank
Spike's
at all,
top
Cyber. Why are you mad?
The only way we have access to it is through people in Japan. That's it, and that's only the
I
people who
don't
have
see a
already
problem.
So-
downloaded.
hey,
Learn to
here's
speak
why.
Japanese and make some friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I literally have, like, I think every single Pokebank poke, if not 90% of them.
Okay,
on my
do you have the
game.
ones-
I could,
do you have the
Still
ones with the
you
hidden
still need
abilities?
the legendaries and all that.
I could breed you some. Yeah, I have Iron Fist Chimchar. if you want.
I do
That's like
too,
the
but
only
I
that
got
was-
Iron
one.
Fist Chimchar. I know Max has
I have a Phoebus.
Unburdened Sceptile.
Unburdened
Actually,
Sceptile is one thing I really want. I have.
I bred my 5 IV Phoebus today, and I am ecstatic. I am so happy.
You
Bro,
should trade it to me so I
bro.
can clone it.
Bro, 6 IV Infernape. You don't have
How'd you even get that?
By breed.
What?
Did you just
I had a sub trade. She bred me a well, it's a he, but he's a weird person.
Rich,
but
what the
anyway,
hell is that sound?
they bred me a 6 IV Lucario, so that was nifty.
I have plenty of 6 IV stuff. It's not exactly hard to do. I mean,
Yeah,
some of it's useless, but you know, a 6 IV Gengar. But
Wait, read this in the chat.
Hey,
Secret
man.
Fire and Tay.
Sucker
Wait, what?
Legacy posted a link. Let's check this out.
Also,
It's like
my good mic
6
is just
IV
straight up not
female
working.
Gengar, by the way. So can't even breed it on.
Okay. Oh, it's a priority thing. Does this still
Sucker
apply
Punch
for
is
Gen 6?
1.5. By the way.
No, I don't.
Unless there's some new priority.
Sucker
one,
Punch.
but-
I don't think Sucker Punch is 1.5.
I know
That's what
Sucker.
Link
Wait,
said.
No, it's 0.5. Sucker Punch
I've been
goes
a little bit
before
confused.
all
I've
the
been
other stuff, but
like
it gets
I had a
outsped.
battle
No,
yesterday
Sucker
and
Punch is still
I'm confused
plus
Sucker
1
Punch works.
priority.
Yeah,
It gets outsped by other priorities, though.
No,
No,
it's
no,
not.
the
no, it's
Pokemon
not. The
themselves.
way it works is, say, in Azumarill goes for Aqua Jet, and a Bisharp goes for Sucker Punch. Bisharp is faster than Azumarill, so therefore Sucker Punch will go before the Aqua Jet.
Does
Now,
it? I always
it's-
thought it was 0.5
yes,
because I always
it's
hit
the
it.
other way. If it was the other way around, somehow the Azumarill was faster than the Bisharp.
Scarf
Then-
Aquajet?
Yeah, then, okay, Scarf
Azumarill. Azumarill.
Azumarill, it doesn't matter.
hold on. Just let me look up some base speeds here for Azumarill and Bisharp.
Let's fucking talk about this
Let's
again.
not
I think,
look up
I
base
thi-
speeds. And
Well,
not be
all
stupid.
I know is that no speed invested Tangela outspeeds Azumarill, and Bisharp is roughly 70-ish. I could be wrong.
Why do you know
Yeah,
that?
I think it's like 70.
Because Tangela is a very good counter to a Belly Drum Azumarill, and the Aqua Jet cannot kill it while a Giga Drain will. So
wait. So I'm looking at the
and-
priority thing. Why is there even a -2 if there's nothing even in it?
because fucking YOLO. I don't know.
I think it's just.
Why not?
I think they planned to put something in there, but they just didn't have the chance to. That's just my guess. Okay, Bisharp
They have
has
the
base
priority list for
70
other
speed.
generations as well.
I was right. Bam! Look at me knowing numbers
Yeah.
and shit.
Bisharp has like base 70 speed, and I'm almost positive Azumarill has somewhere around 50.
It's
Azumarill
more
is
than a
base
Mungus.
55.
It's more than a Mungus. but less
Azumarill
than
is
a-
50. I know it's 50.
Okay, well, all I know is that
It's
it's
in
more
the
than a
same
Mungus
speed
less
tier.
than Tangela.
Because it's in the same speed tier as Mawile and Donphan. And I always make sure I have a little bit of speed creeping IVs to outspeed those things.
Yeah, I actually have a little bit of speed on my Mawile just to outspeed. I have like a strategy with the Mawile. It's like get off
And
a.
Sableye. Sableye is another thing that you definitely want to outspeed.
Well, what I mean,
I-
hold on, my Mawile, I put a little speed in there just so I can be faster than no investment, neutral nature Aegis flashes. So that way I can sucker punch them when they try and shadow sneak me.
If I have a problem with Sableye, I just use Murkrow. Game
But
over.
the real question is, who the fuck uses neutral nature Aegislash?
Exactly, it's usually Brave.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I know, but some people, for whatever god reason,
Some people are fucking
just
retarded.
want to
I
go
agree.
with the physical set with Sword Stance, so they don't bother going with Brave.
And
They
it should
go
still
with
be running
Adamant.
Brave.
Even with my physical set, I still run Brave.
Yeah, you should always still run Brave.
Yeah, so then you can always make sure that you take that hit.
I know. Just some people are stupid. Like and also some people do autotomize for some reason.
Autotomize
Now you're just talking about people who have the IQ of a chair.
and Shofu.
What did I see earlier? Water absorb bulb absorb Donphan, the thing that
Absorb
ups your
bulb?
special. Yeah, that ups your special attack when you get hit with water. Some motherfucker had that on a Donphan. Pissed my pants.
Laughing.
Yeah, no, just because I have a hard time holding my bladder.
He has a weak bladder and he just ended up peeing.
Well, since it's you, I kind of have to believe that.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
So much love. Just so much.
So-
Love is secreting from my ear holes.
Ugh.
Or your bladder.
Yeah, or my bladder.
You know, something that I definitely want to try this gen that Dun Deal and I are working on. We're gonna try using a physical Empoleon with Defiant.
Yeah, I saw
Oh yeah,
that.
that's actually
Run
really
knockoff.
good. I've used that before.
Actually, I
Well,
think
the thing
a little
is,
earlier-
we couldn't like he thought about it before too, but one of the reasons why I couldn't like bring myself to use it is because I did some calcs just to see if it would be worth it since it's in UU. And apparently a +2 max attack adamant in Empoleon's Aquajet will not OHKO a Darmanitan.
well,
Basically, it still should.
It's like it'll live with like
Well, yeah, I mean,
5.
it's not
It'll like
amazing,
live with like 2 or
but-
5%.
Can we
However,
talk
with
about how
Defiant,
beautiful Roserade is right now?
well, hold on, we'll get to that next. It's just with Defiant now, you can still set up a Swords Dance and get a 3+2 thanks to Sticky Web.
Defog is 10
Honestly,
times more
I have
common.
not seen Sticky Web.
Sticky web
that
is shit.
much.
Defog is everywhere, dude. You'll get the Defiant boost from Defog a lot more than you'll get it from Sticky web.
Oh, that's a good
Wow.
Yeah,
point.
but no, I'm just saying, I've stopped using my Bisharp just because I pretty much stopped seeing Sticky Web.
I see it a
I
lot
was
on
only-
Showdown.
I was only using Bisharp as an
Well,
Aegis
I
Slash
only
character.
really
Well, what's your rating on Showdown?
well,
Um,
yeah,
like
Bisharp
1780.
is very good against Aegislash, yes.
like 2200 right now.
Mine's like 1780. All right, as you're saying, Cody.
Knockoff. Wish you could get knockoff on Bisharp right now, but it's a move tutor move.
Is
Uh.
it? Can you also breed it?
No, it's not a breed move.
Well, you can still get it then. You just have to try and get it from someone in Japan.
I know, but that's a bitch.
Which is why I offered a Timid Xerneas for anyone who can give me a Motham. If you saw my latest video. I want Defog Scizor so fucking badly, it's not even funny.
A Motham?
It's all about that
It's
default
cheap.
Flygon.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember it now.
Oh yeah.
Man, that is such an that's a very overlooked Pokemon.
What?
yeah, I felt.
No, it isn't. It's the shittiest Pokemon ever.
What,
Motham is
Fliggin?
so bad. Motham is so bad.
Oh, I thought we
Oh,
were
no.
talking about Fliggin.
Well, you heard it here, guys. If you have a Motham with Defog, Canadian Wi-Fi is looking for it. So yeah,
How do you get defog onto it?
it's an HM move.
4th gen.
Oh. Oh, well, I don't have time for that shit.
Yeah, you need to teach it in 4th gen. And
Why
then
do you
in
need?
5th.
Why do you want Defog on Scizor though?
Because Defog Scizor is absolutely, hands down, the most reliable defogger I've come across so far in playing.
Bullshit.
Its only
It's
weakness
so-
is fire,
Not just that, dude. It's so...
So?
And,
and it's
And,
bulky as
Arm-
hell.
yeah, it's
Armor.
really damn bulky. And it's-
See, that's funny, because I see everybody using Mandibuzz.
But
so.
Skarmory
Yeah,
doesn't get...
Mandibuzz is
Skarmory doesn't get
everywhere.
U-turn.
Awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
wondering,
I'm
did
getting-
someone famous use Mandibuzz? Because a little bit after I started using Mandibuzz, I'm like, okay, I'm
Okay,
seeing it
Mandy.
everywhere now.
No,
who used
it's-
it?
Joey.
No,
okay.
God damn it, Joey.
Well, I didn't.
I'm just
Mad
tired
at
of
the
seeing
best
fucking
player
Mandibuzz.
because
Mandibuzz.
That is the best player in the community using a Pokemon.
No, it's
No,
just like
I
I wanted to be one of the
Mandibuzz
only
because I saw somebody use Mandibuzz. I used Mandibuzz because I thought it was a really freaking good Pokemon.
Yeah, and especially when Aegis
And
Slash
also,
was so
Overcloak
prevalent.
got broken this generation.
When
I like
Aegis-
using weak armor Mandibuzz in NU. It was funny.
Well, now, it's like RU 5th gen, right?
No, NU.
No, it's still in you.
Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it dropped from RU to NU. I know Mandibuzz had a tier shift like right before it ended.
Either
Yeah,
way, I don't
so,
think.
yeah.
Either way, I don't think it's NU material right now.
Oh fuck no, that's
Oh,
at
that's
least
UU. Oh
at
yeah.
least.
I mean, just ignoring knockoff for a second, because Jesus Christ, I run Roost, Defog, Foul Play, and Brave Bird, and it just cleans so much house. It's
There's
I
there's
need
too
to
much you
re-
can do with it right now.
Okay, I just imagined Mandibuzz with a broom. And,
we'll just have it use its tail.
Or those.
one thing I
massive
don't like about
ones.
Mandibuzz is the fact that Vullaby looks like it's wearing like a giant diaper.
It is.
Basically,
It's a diaper egg.
and it looks kind of weird to me.
Well, lullabies are for babies. There you go. Connection.
I know, but like, do they really have to? Oh, it even called the diaper. Oh my god.
Wait, did you just say it was called the diapered Pokemon?
Yes, it's called the diaper Pokemon.
Oh no, fucking wait! I gotta look this up.
Are you serious?
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Oh my.
Oh my
You guys
god,
didn't know
it
this?
is.
Are you kidding?
The diaper Pokemon.
No, Rich, nobody knows that. Nobody spends the time looking at the fucking Pokedex entry for a goddamn Vullaby.
Oh my
I
god,
learned that
it is the
It
diaper
stuck with me
Pokemon.
because it was so weird.
You know, the Pokédex entries are actually pretty scary if you read some of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially
Like
the ghost
Jellicent?
types. Like, what? Why
Jellicent
are they?
is
Why are they
creepy as
doing
Yeah, the
that?
ghost types like eat souls of children and stuff. It's weird.
I like
Octopus?
this generation. They gave a lot of dark Pokemon Destiny Bond. That's cool.
Did you? Have everyone read like Machamp's Gen 1 entry? It can punch. Machamp can punch you so hard you go flying into the horizon. That's a lot of power.
so hard you explode.
Here's Pumpkaboos. According to old tales, these Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died while lost in the forest.
Damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So people are Pokemon.
I'm
Yep.
sure we've all seen
Yeah,
100
reach out,
videos
reach
and
out.
could talk about how fucking creepy Pokemon Dex entries are.
Not
Yeah.
only Dex entries, but like in game. I wish I was recording so bad because I got to a point in X and Y 2, or X and Y 2. Wow.
Next game. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Next game, no Z, just 2s. Black and White 2. I got to a point where they were talking about the Kyurem legend, and it's like it ate people, and I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yep.
Is this a kid game anymore? It's talking about Pokemon eating people.
Rated E for everyone.
Apparently, Jellicent's just get in hordes and fucking take down ships and shit. So they're why the pirates are extinct, I can assume.
Yay! It did something useful.
Alright. I think this should be something people would like to see. Should I post it in Twitch chat or in Skype chat?
What?
The link.
What link?
Picture.
The link.
If you got a picture, go for it. I don't care.
Okay, so which chat?
It doesn't matter.
Alright, let's
Because if
do-
you post it in here, I'll post it in the Twitch chat. And if you post in the Twitch chat, then it's just posted there.
Alright. There you go.
And I'm also going to have to, like, copy and paste
Oh,
it
God.
I'm going to have to, like, copy and paste this into the Skype chat so I can add it to the link dump later.
That poor fucking Magikarp.
Oh, God.
Do they
What
eat?
happened?
Do they actually eat Magikarps? Because
I
They
think
have
do.
to.
Well,
do they eat?
they've eaten Farfetch'd.
Yeah.
And Slowpoke tails, I hear.
Poor fucking
Yep.
Farfetch'd.
That's messed up.
Jesus
Well, I
Christ.
guess it's no different then.
This is why Esper's so creepy besides the face. It has enough psychic energy to blast everything within 300 feet of itself, but it has no control over its power.
So it's like,
Just makes brains explode.
yeah, sure.
That would make sense why it's kind of weak. It never got control of its power.
And then evolve into a cat thing.
I fucking love Meowstic. It's such a good Pokemon.
I don't know how that's creepy.
Yeah,
I'm more
I
scared.
don't find it like really that creepy. It's still, it depends how he uses psychic power. Because if you think about it, in the anime, psychic is like the most god move ever. You just pick them up and do whatever you want with them.
Yeah, I mean, you can... Or you just use psychic on a move that's used at you and redirect it at them.
Yeah, so I mean, like, depends how you do it. If you use psychic and then like make their brain explode, then yeah, I'd be pretty creeped out. But that's not just plain creepy to begin with. I don't know.
There's got to be
And
some
yes,
kind of
you
limit to that. Oh, you know what I... No, you know
Come
what
in,
never,
mumble something, leave.
You know what never quite made sense to me?
What?
If they were trying... If they, like, made more... If they made more ghost types, it probably would have balanced out psychic a little more. And... Like, if Ghost resisted Psychic, I think that would have balanced it so much more back in, for like, first and second gen.
You know, the only thing that was
Are you
overpowered in
trying to-
first and second gen was Dragon Water.
And rap.
So, Kingdra.
Yeah, this is the only thing that had, you know, a limited amount of weaknesses.
And rap.
Rap.
is so overpowered.
Okay,
And
That
Agility.
is really overpowered.
Agility Dragonite with rap, and you just can't win.
Not even with priority moves?
There
There
were
was
no
no priority. There was only quick
yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fucking quick attack a Dragonite to death? I don't fucking think so.
Better
No, you
than
can't
nothing.
even attack. Once you're wrapped, you can't attack. So
Yeah.
agility, he's always faster. You wrap, and then he can hyper beam you once you're low enough. And because of Gen 1, if hyper beam kills, you don't have to recharge.
It doesn't have to recharge. Right?
Yeah, so you can get
like, what kind of crap
like
with
half
that?
with wrap and kill it off with oh my god, Gen 1 Dragonite. Man.
Now I realize why no one plays Gen 1.
'Cause it fucking sucks.
Yeah, because it's broken.
Very broken. Oh yeah, and if you Toxic and Leech Seed something at the same time, Toxic and Leech Seed go off the same timer, so the Leech Seed damage will increase each turn exponentially.
Yeah, I did like that.
Fucked
I
up.
did like that.
That's fucked up.
What? That's crazy.
If it was still like that, the game would be fucking broken.
It would be, but I always loved that combo. Like in
You're a
back
horrible
in first
person.
gen- No, back in
If it
first
was
gen,
like
I
that,
would always do
Roserade
that.
would be banned, dude. Every grass type. would
Venusaur
talk
would be
Leech Seed.
banned.
Especially Venusaur.
Maractus will be banned. Yeah.
Since everything gets toxic and most grass types get leech seed.
Wait, does
Yeah.
Mew get every single move in the game?
Yep.
Or-
Any move that
No,
can be
every
taught,
TM.
any move that can be taught, Mew can learn.
Oh,
TM.
I've
No,
always
it's
thought
also
that
tutor.
I've always thought steel type should be immune to leech seed. Maybe that's just me.
yeah, they should.
No,
that
that
makes
makes
sense.
sense.
That would make sense.
If you talk about what steel types really should be, they should resist fighting. But I mean, let's not argue.
Well, yeah.
I don't see the logic behind that. Were they like thinking fists of steel?
I don't know.
If you go punch a metal board, it's gonna hurt another metal board.
Well, what if your fist is made out of lava?
Yeah.
Then it's a fire move.
Oh god, fire punch already there. Magma punch, new duels tab move, 2013,
Yeah.
Fun.
2014.
That'd be cool, actually. Fighting and fire type move. Combined.
GG Ferrothorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Like times 8?
You went to the stack.
Pretty much.
6, right? 4 for the fire, 2 for the fighting.
yeah.
Well, super
Yes,
effective is.
something like that.
Hold on.
6.
Well, you don't
Doesn't
add
grass
those. You
resist
don't
fighting?
add
Yeah,
those
grass-
together. You'd multiply them together, so it's
Bam.
times 8.
Math.
Wait, grass resists fighting, though, doesn't it?
No,
No.
that's
No.
ground.
Yeah.
I've been wrong all my life. Okay.
Ground doesn't resist it either.
Yeah.
What is a Pokemon? No, grass resists ground is what I'm saying.
Doesn't
Yeah.
it? Grass also. No, grass doesn't resist rock. Never mind.
No.
So someone was telling me to use Iron Head on my Excadrill instead of Poison Jab, but what they don't realize is that Pokebank wasn't out yet, so Excadrill couldn't get Iron Head yet.
Or just don't fucking use an Excadrill.
It was a spinner, but it was also a Scarf user, so
I'll rape you with a Tangela, and then it won't even be a problem.
I'll just switch into my Pyroar.
There's a lot of emphasis on the word rape there, so.
Yeah.
And we gotta fix this
I'd
generation. We gotta
Huh.
fix this generation with Sableye being immune to everything.
Yeah, I'm happy for that because I like to run like a bulky team with a Sylveon, and
I actually hate
even-
that. Like, that was a gimmick of. No, I don't want to say gimmick, but it was like that was like the thing that Spiritomb and
no,
Sableye
fuck
had.
that.
Now it's gone.
Good, fuck them.
Now they have a weakness.
I know.
Yep. Finally.
It was something
Everything,
special.
everything needs a weakness.
I agree.
Is there anything that doesn't have a weakness now?
No, there is no type combination
Electros
that has.
still has
Electros.
no weakness.
Oh,
Yeah,
Electros.
No, it has a
Electros.
weakness. It has a weakness if you have Mold Breaker, okay?
Yeah, that's
It
true.
still has a
well,
weakness.
okay. If you want to be
Under
technical,
that
if you want
technicality,
if you want to be under that technicality, last generation, Spiritomb and Sableye both had weaknesses. If you had Identify or what was it?
And
Foresight?
Miracle Eye.
Okay, but
Foresight.
like nobody's
Scrappy.
nobody's
It's
using
Miracle
fucking
Eye.
Foresight.
Yes,
Foresight.
technically they had a weakness, but that
If you have to,
requires
if you
something
have to
different.
go to extra means to get to it, then it doesn't really count.
Exactly.
Whereas something with Levitate, it's not that hard to get around.
Yeah, but you'd have to be carrying a Pokemon with Mold Breaker specifically to get rid of opponent's
Let's
abilities.
think about that. Like,
I'm not done. I know you
Haxorus,
interrupted. You interrupted. You interrupted me. You
what?
have to.
I've seen plenty of things Oko and Electros is all I'm saying.
I know Electros isn't amazing.
Yeah. If it got a little more bulk, it would be.
It just has no weakness.
I like
Yeah, I
in
never said it
NU,
was good.
in NU I like using a specially defensive one with Acid Spray and Giga Drain.
Oh, I love Acid Spray on
Spray.
Electros.
No, I
Did anyone see
I
Munchlax
like
gets that now?
It gets
Acid
Belch
Spray?
and Ferrothorn gets Acid Spray as well.
Interesting.
That was weird.
Why?
Chimecho gets Cosmic Power. I'm all over that
and
shit.
recover and recover.
Oh, there was. Oh, Delcatty gets Cosmic Power now too.
Yeah, Yeah.
And Armaldo gets Aqua Jet.
Delcatty, I forgot about that Pokemon.
Yeah, that's retarded.
And Embor gets Sucker Punch. Motherfucker.
Awesome.
Yes, awesome.
That is actually really awesome. I like that a lot.
Now it's
Who
got
uses
some
Embor?
priority.
Embors don't really scare me though.
I know, but still, it's really nice to have something, to fill that fourth slot. Superpower, Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, blank.
Because
wait.
despite Fairy being a thing, fighting Dark is still great coverage. Although
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
Ghost is better coverage this gen.
Dark Fairy is excellent coverage. It's only blocked by 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I ran Play Rough and Thief on a Swirlix in Little Cup.
Scour had mentioned a combo the other day that had no weaknesses or resistances. I can't remember what the fuck it was, but
Maybe you can enlighten us, Rich?
Billions. I don't remember what it was.
Rich?
It was like,
you said steel and something. I don't. Maybe it
it
was.
was like fire. There was like fire, electric, and I don't remember what Pokemon it was even on. I can go look for a minute.
Well, I know if you run Fairy, then there's. What do you need after that? Just fire?
Fire Fairy actually would be a decent.
No, it'd be
type.
weak to poison.
Be weak to
Fire is
poison.
fire is neutral
Oh,
on
fire,
on poison.
It's neutral.
I'm saying
And
a
it-
combo with no resistances where
okay, yeah.
you can hit everything neutrally.
Well, if we're gonna go that, then normal Ghost or normal fighting with Scrappy. There you go. It hits everything.
It
but then
used
you have to waste
be-
an ability on it, and most Pokemon that get Scrappy just aren't amazing. So
X-Plog.
Oh, you mean like a unresisted dual stab?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. Okay.
well, X. I mean, if you're running an X-Cloud and it's not Scarfed or Specs, I'm not even scared. Not at all.
Yeah, it better be Specs.
I could voice.
Modest Scarf is still good.
I guess.
Modest Scarf is good, but and I never actually do this because I don't use Sticky Web, but I'd always thought about making a Sticky Web team and using a Specs one because it fucking 2-hit KOs everything. So
And it's got enough HP to where it can take some hits.
yeah,
But you
it can
never
take a few
really
hits.
want it to take a hit, though. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like one of those Pokemon. It's like Clawitzer. You bring it in, and you do a hell of a lot of damage, and you switch out.
and then it just fucking dies if you leave it in.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This is my crab, and now it's dead.
This is my crab.
Damn crabs.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Crocodile.
don't mind Clawitzer. I mean, it has a pretty nice little niche, but then it just doesn't really
It's so
do
slow.
anything.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's-
slow.
It's just like it just gets off a couple big hits and then it dies. And by the way, Choice Specs Modest Clawitzer Aurasphere does only 30% to Umbreon.
That's retarded.
Bring it,
Really?
bitch.
Wow.
I have been trolling OU all day. Mind you, I'm playing on Showdown, but I've been trolling OU all day with a fucking Suicune. It's beautiful.
I love Suicune.
I may have
I've-
battled.
It's
I've
Maybe
I've
not
I've
battled.
maybe not I've not lost a game today that wasn't some bullshit hack that just only the fucking gods could bring upon me.
I may have battled you.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
don't know.
Joseph and Cody, a new relationship.
I had Suicune, Conkeldurr, Roserade, maybe a Sableye at one point.
Maybe
So-
a Sableye.
Well, I
battled
was
two
using
teams.
Sableye and then I wasn't using it and then I switched to it. So
Well, you would have saw my name anyway, so.
Well,
Yeah, might have.
what do you think? Is Mega Blastoise better than Clawitzer?
yeah, because it's got bulk.
Yep.
Well,
That's not, well.
I guess.
What's Clawitzer's base special attack? Because Mega Blastoise is 135, right?
Yeah.
he's like 120, I think.
Oh well, then Blastoise all day.
Yeah.
Clawitzer.
Takara gave me a what do you give me, a bold blast?
Yeah,
or
120.
Squirtle.
yeah.
Squirtle. I'm gonna make me a fucking Mega Blastoise.
What do you think of Mega Blastoise? What do you think of bulk? Rich. What's better? Like
Spit it out, man.
modest offensive with Rapid Spin, or just defensive Mega Blastoise with Rapid Spin?
I run max HP, max special attack, modest with rapid spin and 3 attacks.
Okay.
That's what I
That's
did with
pretty
my Heatrans.
Can I take a guess? Dark Pulse, Aura Sphere, and Water Pulse?
Yep.
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 What the hell does Squirtle get Aura Sphere from? Is it in the field group too or something?
I don't know.
Because it's supposed to get Aura Sphere by Egg Move, and I'm like, Dark Pulse too, but that's a TM. But I'm wondering, where does it get Aura Sphere
Well,
from?
I know Lucario is it covers.
Smeargle!
Oh, Smeargle. That's dumb.
Really? That's it?
I was gonna
If it's
say
in
I
the
don't.
field group, if it's in the
All
field group,
right.
it's probably
I shall
one.
answer this cause. Or a sphere. By breeding with, oh well, what do you know? Clawitzer.
Oh, okay. Well,
Huh.
get you a Clawitzer then.
All right.
Crabs fucking turtles. That's okay.
Well, no one
Oh,
cares.
by the way,
Honestly, Jeno, no one cares about Dragon Pulse. On
I got Dragon Pulse by a Mega Lucario, and it was the funniest fucking thing that's ever happened.
what did it do stuff or no?
It was against my Gudra, and it did like 20% because I use Assault Vest, and it was like 20%. I'm just like, that's fucking cute. Now you're dead.
What do you think about Sap Sipper Gudra with Assault Vest?
It's so good, but like if
That's
you run
what I
Earthquake
run.
on. Yeah, well, that's the
Instead
thing
of-
is I took the idea from Takawar was to use Earthquake on it because then you don't get walled by Heatrans, but like
Yeah,
it's
I run-
Why
so-
wouldn't you
he's
run?
not
Hold
that
on.
good.
Why wouldn't you run it Earthquake on it?
well because
If you're modest.
If I'm
ooh,
thinking,
I got a trade.
oh okay. Well, I'm
Yeah,
thinking if you're running like Adamant. No, not Adamant. If you're running
What did
Bold.
you just say?
If you're running Bold with Sap Sipper.
Adamant?
I almost lost to a physical Gudra today. It was his last thing, and he had Rest Talk with Dragon Tail and Power Whip, and he had Rocks up, and he was just smacking my dick around until he ran out of Dragon Tails.
Oh,
Please stop with the
penis talk?
You're giving an innocent little child bad images.
Well, they really
Okay.
shouldn't be listening to this podcast then.
Yeah,
Where's
it's-
twitch.zabaza? I'll post this in Twitch as well.
This is not the place.
So
Rich,
starters for
hold
next
on, Rich. What
generation.
did you say? I didn't hear you. You were speaking really, really low.
I'll post the thing that I use in the, Twitch as well.
Okay.
Humbling. That's what I run because I like it and it's really good.
Oh, this is similar to what I run.
Quiet, Mitch. Nice quiet, Gudra.
It's not exact, but it's similar. It's like if mine was inverse from yours.
I love mixed.
So the complete
Avatar.
opposite.
No, I mean is like if you weren't if I was running physical, it'd be the mirror of your special.
Why are you running physical Gudra?
Cause why not?
Well, I mean, it's cool.
It's a pretty cool guy.
Just cause why not?
Funny.
Yeah, I might as well take advantage of that Sap Sipper if I'm using it.
Yeah, I mean,
agree.
and while we're doing it, we might as well use physical Alakazam.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's apples and oranges. Gudra's got
Sap
base.
Sipper?
Gudra has base
base
100. Hold on. Gudra has base 100 attack and 110 special attack. They're
Does
very
it really?
Yeah, you could use either.
I was
Yeah,
not
but
aware.
you shouldn't.
Well, let me
I mean,
look
I have
this.
Fire Blast on there just for like Ferrothorn and some stuff, but otherwise, I
is
have
it?
like it's
You
like
don't use
Dragon
Sap
Tail. It's Dragon Tail, Earthquake, one more move I can't remember, and then Fire Blast.
Great.
The thing is
with
stupid
a
good
bull-
coverage.
with a Brave Nature, I think.
You don't run Sap Sipper for the attack boost, you run it for the ability to switch in on Leech Seeds and Spores and not
Yeah,
have to
that's-
worry.
Yeah, but I feel
That's
I might
what-
as well capitalize on it.
That's
No,
what I
I
use
do.
it for.
I have
'cause it's
Earthquake.
That's what I use
if
it for.
I really
'cause
need
it's just
to
a
use it, you
Ferrothorn
have
stopper.
Earthquake. But you're capitalizing on the fact that you don't have to go to sleep. That's what you're capitalizing on.
Well, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
get. Oh hell no, Geno! Just no. We don't need a troll in the call. We don't need another troll in the call.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Joseph.
Way to put that politely, Zabaz. I like that.
No, Joseph doesn't give two fucks. He's like Cody. He's
Yeah.
like a nicer Cody.
Oh, I'm nicer. Sweet compliments.
Everywhere.
All right, we got like 5
I
minutes.
love you
think.
too, Zabaza, you asshole.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
since we're almost done.
We got like 2
Wait.
minutes actually.
Bro.
Oh,
Let's
2
talk about
minutes.
starters for next generation.
So yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
No,
next
no,
gen,
no, no, no,
let's
no, no.
talk about it.
We're not talking about next gen. No.
Sixth
come
gen is
on.
over. Let's just talk about 7th.
Okay, so what? Just
fighting.
list a couple topics you guys want to talk about before we end this.
That unresisted type coverage, I found it again. I'll post a link right there, and I'll go post it in the Twitch. It's
Okay.
not great. I don't remember what I
Wait,
I
oh,
have no idea what Pokemon it was for, but I know
Fire,
some
Poison,
Pokemon get
Dragon.
that.
Oh
You
yeah,
said
that makes
Fire-
sense. Fire Dragon's almost perfect.
Oh, Gudra gets that. Herpetita. Well, speaking of Gudra, there you go. Unresisted.
Bam.
Triple types. That's gonna be the next thing.
I
Yeah.
use that on my Gudra. Dragon Pulse, Fire Blast, or Flamethrower in Sledge Wave. That's what I use.
They could never get away with triple types. They'd be fucking weak to everything and too strong.
Yeah, they could never do it. I mean, they're borderline with stuff like dry skin, which gives you additional weaknesses and immunities. But
Yeah, water absorb and dry skin are just fucking up my day with my Suicune shenanigans. But fucking Life Orb Roserade takes care. Yeah, that's what we didn't get to talk about. Fucking Life Orb Roserade, man.
Oh,
this
yeah.
gen, that thing is so beautiful. Oko's Vaporeon, Oko's
Dude,
physically
that-
defensive wash
Hey.
road.
Plus that
Wow.
extra,
And
that
base
extra
speed-
defense,
base defense boost. That is so good.
it needed it so bad. Just that extra 10 makes
Oh, yeah,
such a
yeah.
big difference.
I mean,
The
dude,
max- max
you don't
defense
think it's
rate
that
is so-
much, but then it's just like.
Let me put it in
yes.
perspective. Let me put it in perspective. An offensive Rose Raid will get one-shotted from an earthquake by a Sharpedo.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Physically defensive Roserade, max HP, max defense is so much better now. It's unbelievable. Last gen,
That was
you
actually a
had-
thing last gen. It had only 55 HP or 55
yeah.
defense.
If you were running defensive Roserade, you had to do that because it's like Blissey. You have to run max HP, max defense because its defense is so bad. Now you can run it and it actually does really well. The defense,
I love
My
the Life
Rose-
Orb one.
My Roserade
Well,
is.
that was either an
max
earthquake
HP,
or a
max
truck
speed.
passing by.
My Roserade is max HP, max speed. Hi, baby.
Oh, Cody's kid is here.
Yeah, I know. That's why I keep muting my mic.
Thank you, Cody.
I
Now we're gonna
use
get all the
max-
views.
Yeah. I use max HP, max special attack, Life Orb, which is kind of redundant because I guess I don't need the Life Orb if it's
max speed.
special attack. But, well, it's 90 and it outspeeds things that aren't invested and are lower than it, obviously, so.
You know, I'm definitely going to try running. Speaking of that, like, what Takara said before, how Furfru's in a nice speed tier, I think I'm actually going to try that
Wait.
now.
Furfrou has
power?
retarded
Furfrou.
speed.
Yeah, like,
it's really
what is
good.
it?
What,
101?
101?
Yeah, 101.
102.
No,
Is it
104.
I thought it was 102.
That's just great. It's in a
104.
perfect speed tier.
I made a
That's
moveset
retarded
video on
fast.
Furfrou.
Yeah, I did see that, and I gave it a like.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, he liked it. Uh-huh.
No, I gave it a like.
I understand what you're saying. It's just trying to sound like it.
You know the thing with the buff of this generation? Golem having 120 attack now.
Oh man.
Oh,
Dude,
well,
that's
yeah,
actually
because
really
it's
cool.
because it's not weak to every fucking physical move ever.
It just doesn't matter. That one, it's got sturdy. It takes a hit. It smashes you. Pretty almost knocks out. It's like almost guaranteed to knock out the first Pokemon if it's not bulky itself. And then if it doesn't, just Sucker Punch. You're done.
I actually really like Golem. The cool Pokemon.
He is a
I got swept
could
by a
never
rock
catch
polished golem in NU once. It was terrible.
Nice.
I lost the tournament because I forgot Golem got Rock Blast.
How the hell do you manage that?
I forgot it got
Well,
Rock
because-
Blast, and then I got
nobody
knocked out.
uses it.
Check that out. I actually really like that picture.
There's too many goddamn happy Pokemon. Fuck for Alligator, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
I know. I don't know. It's like for Alligator. The only thing going for it is it has fucking sword stance.
I want that Sheer Force for Alligator.
I didn't realize the thing had Aqua Jet. Otherwise, it wouldn't even bother me. But
I actually just fucked some shit up with a sword stance for Alligator earlier this week. It was
it's
awesome.
it's has it always had Aqua Jet?
I think it had it since 4th gen.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
Actually, I have
it's-
a topic that's worth noting.
okay.
Nidoking now has 102 attack. Is that
Mhm.
is that like
Physical
So-
Nidoking or Nidoking is
No.
the shit.
Yeah, you can run physical or special now. It just doesn't matter.
I run mixed. And that's
Use
what I
gonna be
did at,
interesting.
I
At the
love mixed
tail end-
attackers.
at the tail end of 5th gen. I ran mixed. It was Earth Power, Super Power, and then Ice Beam and Fire Blast. I think. Yeah, I think that was the set. Just like having Super Power on it was just awesome because Umbreon comes in, takes like 30% from an Earth Power, tries to go for Wish on the next turn, and they just get completely demolished by Super Power.
I
And
fucking love
it's
mixed
like,
attackers. Hydreigon and Tyranitar are my favorites just because they're reliable mixed attackers.
Dude,
Yep.
I need to get my Hydreigon back. I need my
I need
Super-
to make myself a Specs one again. Oh, I miss spamming Drake.
I love Specs Hydreigon, it's just it doesn't have the speed to
You don't
like,
need.
do it.
You have bulk out the ass.
I
Have you
know it's bulky. I don't know. It's not
ever-
doing
You
it for
can
me.
normally
Dude.
live any one hit.
Dude, Expert Belt Hydreigon is the best. I mean, let's be serious.
I've run Expert Belt once, and I completely 6-0'd a team from Team Preview. 'cause
I
that
know,
was
exactly.
Specs.
I've
It's
seen
so much
Exactly.
fun.
That's why
I've
it's so good.
Just drop
I've
a
seen mixed-
Draco. They bring in the Blizzy superpower. Done.
I've seen
no,
mixed life
drop
orb with boost.
2-hit KO Magnezone with Draco Meteor, and then they bring in Celebi and you crunch and it dies, or it gets 2-hit KO'd, and then they bring in Magnezone and then you Earthquake it and it dies.
If they just happen to have a team that's completely weak to Hydreigon.
Yeah, which is
Pretty
not
standard.
likely.
Honestly, a lot of teams are very weak to Hydreigon's coverage.
Oh yeah, not many people have shit to switch in on like 8 attacking.
I get fucked over by Hydreigon's bulk all the
All
time,
right,
though.
guys, closing statements. Come on.
We should close.
Suicune is
There's my
fucking
statement.
beautiful, and I'm out.
All right. So,
Rotom Wash.
Run and wash.
Ophagrigus.
all right.
Infernape.
Okay.
Fuck
Legacy.
you, man. I've been looking forward to using Infernape for so long. It's like my favorite Pokemon
Oh,
to
where are
use.
you?
All right, Zeta. Last comments.
Wait, let me
My
do-
real name is Beta 4.
All right.
Wait, let me do the outro. Ready for this?
Yep.
Go for it.
Thank you for watching the Losers Cast. We will see you. Well, I don't know when.
Next week.
Next week.
Well, he might not see you. In fact, the 3 on screen may not see you if the others are actually available. All right. So, bye, guys.
Bacon.
See ya.